And then we can always use different weapons, right? I'm using the bow. There are a lot of different, over a dozen different weapon types. So I can just like be done with the bow and just like pick up a different weapon and do the same thing. fight every monster and get every item for other weapon types. Yeah, no, there's a lot of content. I was thinking, like, the question was, would I keep playing after I exhaust all the content? And just realized that I'm nowhere near exhausting the content. I am, in fact, perhaps several years away from exhausting the content. So I guess I don't have to answer the question anytime soon. It's not even randomly generated content, it's actually like just the designers just put it in the game. Monster Hunter games really do have a lot of content. It's actually kind of... Maybe it's not like a lot of content, but it's more like a lot of combinations of content, if that makes sense. Right, you can use the same weapons to fight all the different monsters. You can fight all the different monsters with... You can fight the same monster with all the different weapons. I'm not sure anyone ever actually exhausts all the content in a Monster Hunter game. Quite good value for money, to be honest. A remarkable amount of content. You know, a lot of games try to do that, like different classes, different items. But I think Monster Hunter does it better than a lot of other games. So yeah, Monster Hunter is remarkable, Minecraft is remarkable. Oh, this is in the mountain. I guess I keep it underneath there. And then the other one also. Harvest says all my favorite games are like that. You can just restart with a different weapon and enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy, right? I mean, Diablo, I see what you mean with Diablo. It's like, if you really, really get sick of it, just play a different class, and it's a different game. Having said that, I just play Demon Hunter all the time. I don't play any of the other classes in Diablo 3, not really. Maybe I should. I mean, maybe I should play the other classes more. Alright, so this part, the fact that it's underneath the mountain, I think I'm gonna fill this in. Back to however it was, I think it was like that. let's just fill in the whole thing. Civilization is like that. Right, like random maps. A whole lot of different civs for you to play. Every game turns out a little bit different. Haven't played a decent roguelike in a while. What's a good roguelike? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, Hearthstone dungeon runs. Those are great. They should bring them back. I wonder how hard it is to make one of those things for Blizzard. Like, why don't they make more of those? Is it too much work? Is it? I don't know. Do they feel like it's just the same thing over and over again? How is this Hades' top tier? So maybe you don't have to explain it, the whole thing to me. What is... That's curious. You tell me these games, and these are all games that I looked at briefly and I decided that I'm not interested. And maybe I'm wrong, right? I am willing to accept that my assessment of these games have been completely wrong. Like, I looked at them briefly and I'm like, nah. And I'm fully aware that I could be misjudging them completely. What is like the essential gameplay loop in Hades? Is it replayable? Like, is there any sort of like randomness? I thought Hades is just like a isometric hack and slash. Is that not? Am I wrong? Like, am I completely off? Imagine being completely wrong. Hades. Yeah, I mean, it got a lot of awards, okay. How is this? It is kinda, but there's roguelike aspects to it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I look at it as like, okay. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't seem that good. I mean, yeah, I mean, it has a lot of awards. I've heard a lot of people say really great games about it. A lot of great things about it. It's just that same with other two I mentioned, I've played them a bit. I've only put 1 or 2 hours in, so I'm no expert. Does have good reviews, hence my mention, right? I mean, most of the time I do pay attention, or like I do respect reviews, because, and also like if a lot of people vote it up in Steam or something, then you know everyone can't be wrong all at the same time, right? that's my logic. But at the same time, I am aware that there have been times when there are games that other people think are great and that I just don't like. That does happen from time to time. So it's not guaranteed. Here's the thing, remember Bastion? The guys who made Hades got started with Bastion, right? And I did not like Bastion anywhere near as much as other people seem to have. So, so that's partly the reason why when I look at Hades, I'm like, here we go again. Other people like it, I don't. And again, maybe I'm letting past experience cloud my judgment. I'm fully prepared to accept that's the case. I guess I don't want to put up there. Let me put down here. Alright, see you in a bit, Harbour. Let me just type roguelike into Steam and see what comes up. Roguelike. And then sort by user reviews. No, Hades is right there at the top. Alright, good to know. Good to know that I am in disagreement with the rest of humanity in this case. Literally, the rest of humanity thinks I am wrong. Which is very possible. I've never even touched it. I've never touched Hades, so I have no idea what I'm talking about. My bias is completely unjustified and unjustifiable. Alright, how much is it? It's like 31 New Zealand bucks. Maybe I'll buy it on... You know what? 31 New Zealand bucks is not that much. Oh, Binding of Isaac is another one. People think Binding of Isaac is a good game. I played it for like 5 minutes, I think, and I just couldn't do it. I mean, some games... I mean... You know, like, some games just aren't for you. Some games just aren't for me, and that's okay. Everybody is unique. It is strange though when, like, the whole world disagrees with you. That's a little strange. It's a little disconcerting. Binding of Isaac. Why do people play that game? I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, but these aren't actually roguelikes. Rogue was not like this. Slay the Spire. Deep Rock Galactic is a roguelike? Is it really? Don't Starve, Risk of Rain. Are these really roguelikes? Enter the Gungeon. The Crypt of the Necrodancer. Yeah, seriously, these are all games that I've heard about and seen bits of, and I have never been interested in playing them. Faster Than Light, I have played, that's all good. Faster Than Light is fine, nothing wrong with it. However, I like Slay the Spire. Wouldn't call it a roguelike though. Yeah, maybe this category is wrong. Maybe people are using the word roguelike wrong. I mean, I'm interested in literally rogue. Literally, like you're in a dungeon, there's enemies, you collect items, you fight enemies. It's randomly generated, kind of. However, says Faster Than Light is great, that's a roguelike, I say. Yeah. Yeah. I do like Faster Than Light. Although I feel like it's a little... like each run is a little restricted, if that makes sense. I mean, it's a very minor complaint. I don't know why I'm making the complaint. It's kind of unjustified complaint. Like the fact that you're always pushed forward because, you know, you're getting chased, right? Is there a way to turn off the time pressure in Faster Than Light? So you just like are free to go back and forth? I wonder if I would like that better. Maybe not. I guess I should do something about this because it just falls into nothing, right? Harvest is not without mods, yeah. Well, let me punch a hole down there. And we just like make a bit of a hole there. It's kind of weird anyway.